I never thought I'd write this down, and even now, my hands shake as I type. The truth is something most people cannot imagine, and even fewer would believe. Monsters do not only live in dark forests, abandoned houses, or forgotten corners of the world. Sometimes, monsters live in bright suburban homes, under warm lights, with the laughter of children echoing through the halls. My sister's children are not human, and everything I thought I knew about family, love, and innocence has been shattered by their presence. It began with Emily, my sister, who once seemed entirely ordinary. Kind, rational, and protective in the way older sisters are supposed to be. We grew up in Ohio, in a town so quiet it felt like the world had forgotten it existed. She married her college boyfriend, Mark, and life followed a neat, ordinary path. Then, she became pregnant, and something shifted. It was subtle at first. She refused doctors, citing discomfort with ultrasounds. Mark supported her, claiming they wanted a natural process, but looking back, it was the first crack in what should have been a normal life. The twins arrived at home, away from hospitals and prying eyes. Noah and Lily, they were named, and the first time I saw them, a chill ran down my spine. They were not like other children. They did not cry, babble, or fumble. They watched, always watching, their black eyes unblinking, endless. Even at 1 year old, their heads would tilt in perfect synchronization as if calculating every movement I made. Their silence was deafening, their presence oppressive, and I could not shake the feeling that I was being studied. By the time they spoke, their voices were too measured, too deliberate, like adults mimicking children. Their questions were invasive, probing, unnatural. Why does your heart beat faster when you're scared? What happens to a body when no one is watching it anymore? Do you think people can tell when they're about to die? My sister brushed it off as curiosity, and Mark avoided the subject entirely. But every instinct screamed at me that something was wrong. The first night I stayed alone in the house, I realized the truth. The twins do not sleep. At midnight, I found them sitting upright in their crib, staring at me without a flicker of recognition or warmth. "We were waiting for you," Lily said, her voice calm and precise. My heart raced, and I told myself it was a nightmare. Then came the whispers, a chorus of voices layered and distorted, coming from the walls, the ceiling, everywhere. The symbols scratched into the nursery walls glowed faintly, alive with a presence I could feel crawling along my skin. "You see us now," they said together. I could not move, my legs refusing to obey, and Noah's head tilted, as if mocking my fear. "You were always going to see," he said. Emily's confession came slowly, as the air of normality broke around us. Years before, she had lost a child, a miscarriage she hid from everyone. She felt a void inside her, an emptiness that echoed. That void called something, and something answered. It was not a voice at first, not words, but awareness, attention, a presence that promised children who would never leave her. Mark tried to stop her, but in the end, he could not resist the unnatural pull, and the twins came to life, though they were never truly alive. As they grew, the horror intensified. Pets disappeared, shadows seemed to breathe, and the twins no longer pretended. They spoke freely of death, of human weakness, of the patterns of fear. "You're special," Noah said, "because you see without breaking." "Some people's minds shatter," Lily added. Every glance from them felt like a probe into my very soul. Sleep became impossible, nightmares spilling into waking life, and I began to wonder if I was awake at all. The night of Emily's death was a revelation. She screamed in the basement, clutching her stomach as blood poured between her fingers. The twins stood over her, calm, patient, their black eyes reflecting something ancient and malevolent. "She can't hold us anymore," Lily said. "The door is closing." And then, they looked at me, their gaze a tether I could not escape. "You," Noah said. That single word, heavy with intent, marked me as the next anchor, the next vessel. I tried to flee, but the house itself resisted, corridors bending, doors leading to walls, windows opening to darkness that felt alive. Emily collapsed, her body folding inward, her scream echoing as if the walls themselves had swallowed it. The twins did not mourn. They did not hesitate. They merely turned toward me, their forms flickering, failing to hold shape, yet full of purpose. "We need a new anchor," Noah said. "Someone who can walk outside, someone people trust," Lily added. In that moment, I understood. They were learning, growing, feeding on presents, and I was next. I ran, or at least I think I did. The house seemed to release me, allowing my body to escape, but never my connection to them. Now, even outside, I feel them. Children who stand too still on the edge of vision, black eyes scanning, measuring, waiting. Shadows crawling at the corner of every room. I hear Emily's voice sometimes, soft and pleading, telling me to return, to join them, as if the line between life and something darker had been permanently blurred. If you encounter children who are too quiet, whose eyes are too deep, who ask the wrong questions with unnatural curiosity, beware. They may see you, truly see you, and once they do, you cannot unsee them. You cannot escape their patient, relentless presence. They will wait, and they will learn, and when they decide, the world you know will become theirs. I write this as a warning, as a confession, as evidence. My sister's children are not human. They wear a human skin, imitate innocence, and prey upon trust. The shadows, the symbols, the unnatural movements, all of it is alive, conscious, and patient. They do not forget, they do not tire, and they are learning every second, waiting for the moment when someone finally cannot run. So if you hear whispers in the walls, shadows moving where no light should reach, or children who feel older than their years, take heed. Look away. Hide if you can. But know that seeing them, truly seeing them, is an invitation. And once they know you are awake, once they know you are aware, there is no escape, only the slow, inevitable pull into their world, a world where nothing human survives untainted, and fear is only the beginning of understanding. I have tried to run from them, tried to forget, but even now, they are here. Watching, waiting, learning. They know me. They know you. And if you are listening, you must know, the children are not children, and the house is never empty. Every shadow, every quiet corner, every reflection in the mirror, holds them. Patient, calculating, eternal. And one day, you may see them too.